Why we mistake conversation for connection. Have you ever left a conversation feeling strangely empty? Not because it was unpleasant. Not because anyone was rude. In fact, the conversation may have gone perfectly well. You talked. They talked. Words were exchanged. Yet somehow, you walked away feeling no closer than before. Why does that happen? Most of us assume that conversation naturally creates connection. If people are talking, surely they must be connecting. But conversation and connection are not the same thing. And confusing one for the other may be one of the reasons so many people feel disconnected today. A conversation is an exchange of words. Connection is an exchange of understanding. The two should happen together. But they don't always. Think about it. You can spend an hour discussing work, weather, news, weekend plans, sports, politics, social media, and still know very little about the person sitting in front of you. This is because conversation operates at different levels. Some conversations stay at the surface. Others go deeper. The surface level exchanges information. The deeper level exchanges understanding. Think about the people you feel closest to. Is it because you've had the most conversations with them? Or because you've had the most meaningful ones? The number of conversations we have isn't always the problem. The depth of them often is. Many modern conversations revolve around information. What we're doing. Where we're going. What happened today. What we think. What we bought. What we achieved. What annoyed us. Information is not bad. It's necessary. But information alone rarely creates connection. Connection usually begins when people move beyond reporting their lives and start revealing themselves. When someone shares a fear, a hope, a struggle, a disappointment, a dream, something changes. The conversation becomes human. Have you ever noticed how quickly a conversation becomes meaningful when someone stops performing and starts being honest? That moment feels different. Because understanding becomes possible. This is where many of us become confused. We mistake interaction for connection. Messages for closeness. Communication for understanding. Talking for knowing. Yet, the heart is looking for something more. Not simply to be heard, but to be understood. That is why a short conversation can sometimes stay with us for years. And a long conversation can disappear by the next morning. Conversation exchanges information. Connection exchanges understanding. Information helps us know about people. Understanding helps us know people. The reason so many people feel disconnected isn't necessarily because they're talking too little. In many cases, we're talking more than ever. The deeper problem is that much of our communication never moves beyond the surface. And when conversations remain at the level of information, the heart often leaves hungry. Because human beings don't only need interaction. They need understanding. Perhaps that is why some conversations leave us feeling full. And others leave us feeling empty. One exchanges information. The other exchanges understanding. One fills time. The other builds connection. And learning the difference may be one of the most important things we can understand about human relationships.